In every organization, success does not start with the top level, it starts with supervisors. A supervisor is not just someone who gives instructions. Psychologically, a supervisor is a bridge between vision and execution, between management and employees. In this video, let's explore the key supervising management traits. Hello everyone, welcome to Management Traits. I request you to kindly subscribe the channel and click the bell icon and follow along. Supervisory management traits include emotional intelligence, clear communication, accountability, fairness, and ability to guide without controlling. When these traits are present, productivity increases naturally. When they are absent, even talented employees underperform. Supervisory management is the backbone of daily operations. They work closer to employees and make sure the plans are executed properly. Let's understand the function by function with some practical examples. Are you guys ready? Let's see one by one. They plan work at the ground level. See, what supervisor does is they break company goals into daily tasks and they allocate work based on skill and time. For example, if a company wants to deliver 500 products a day, okay, a supervisor divides work into shifts and assign work to machines and plans break to avoid some fatigues. Why all it matters? Let's see. Work becomes organized and non-chaotic. Assigning the right person to the right job, that is also very important. What does supervisor do? They match skills with tasks. They prevent overload or underuse of talent. For example, an experienced worker under complex task, okay, while a new employee is given a simpler work with guidance. As a result, efficiency increases and errors get reduced. Supervisors also act as a communication bridge. Let's see how. See, if you take any company, communication does not fail at the top level or the employee level. It fails in between. I repeat, in between. That in between role is handled by supervisory management. A supervisor acts as a living bridge between management, decision, and employee reality. Okay. So, when you translate this management language into employee language, what happens? The management speaks in targets, deadlines, and policies. Employees think the workload, effort, time, and pressure. The supervisor role is to translate, not just passes the message. For example, if you take, we need to improve, the management is saying we need to improve efficiency by 20% this quarter. Okay. What is the supervisor explains to employee? He explains in such a way that if we reduce, rework and follow the new process, we can finish daily task 30 minutes earlier. So this works psychology also. So people cooperate more when goals are clear and relatable. Another important role in supervisory management is leading during crisis moment. In a corporate life, when system fails, deadlines collapse, or if people get panic, employees don't look at the top management first. They look at the supervisor. Now, what is the supervisor's role here? Great supervisor control their tone, they slow down the reactions, they think before speaking. And let's say, for example, if a server gets crashes and stop all the operations and functions, all the employees are getting very panicked and phone bell is ringing and clients are waiting at the long queue. Okay. And a strong supervisor says calmly and handle the situation in such a way how he pauses for a minute. Let one team check the system and the one team update the clients. They most move step by step. See here, in a psychology aspect, calm emotions restore logical thinking and panic shuts it down. Now, I am going to tell you about the hidden power of supervisory management. Yes, that is turning crisis into a learning moment. Let's see how. See, let's take two supervisors. One is a weak supervisor and another one is a strong supervisor. Here, what does a weak supervisor does in a crisis moment? He asks who is responsible, okay, and what does the strong supervisor ask? He will ask what is the crisis trying to teach us. Now what's happening here? A strong supervisor is shifting the focus from blame to understanding mode. Here what usually happens in the crisis is a lot of mistakes will occur and fear spreads like anything and people hide errors. So, just in case if a good supervisor, by doing this shifting mode, he will remove fear. It creates a safe space to talk, safe space to open what they feel and what they are undergoing and what the issues they are undergoing. For example, a client project fails due to missed deadlines. Okay, this is quite normal. And supervisor, instead of public scolding the employee, the supervisor calls calm review meeting and says, see, this is not about punishment, this is about improvement. In this way, employee gets comfortable and they openly share what is the issue they are facing. So they will come up with the time estimation issues, communication gaps and tool limitations. Altogether, supervisor management is a backbone of daily leadership in any organization. A good supervisor goes beyond giving instructions and focus on clear communication, emotional intelligence and leading by example. So far, we have seen the role of supervisory management in the corporate level. Let us explore how these same principles naturally blend into our daily family life. Are you guys curious? Come, let's see. Bridging emotional gaps is literally a divine thing, be it a corporate or be it in a family life. That is very important. Now let's see, for example, how about between spouses? Okay. See, bridging emotional gaps between spouses means understanding the feeling that are not always spoken out loud. Many marital conflicts do not arise from big problems, but from small emotions that remains unheard, such as feeling ignored, unappreciated, or misunderstanding. When one partner assumes everything is fine while the other silently struggling, distance slowly grows here. Bridging this gap requires open communication, empathetic listening, and emotional validation. It is not about solving every problem immediately, but about creating a safe space where both partners feel comfortable expressing their emotions without fear of judgment or fear of dismissal. When spouse listen to understand rather than to react, the emotion closer to naturally returns. Now, say for example, one spouse comes home very tired after work and becomes quiet. The other spouse assume that he is upset or losing interest in and start reacting with irritation or withdrawal. Over time, both feels emotionally disconnected. When one spouse finally says, I have been feeling overwhelmed and don't know how to express it, and the other spouse respond with patience instead of criticism, the emotion gaps begins to close. Understanding replaces assumptions and emotional safety is restored. This is the beauty of bridging gaps, be it a corporate world or be it a personal life. It works wonders. I hope you found this video useful. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, I request you to kindly subscribe and follow along. Thanks for watching.